So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. It is a cold one today here in western PA, and they are calling for an ice storm tomorrow. Even Ryan Hall says we're going to get an ice storm. So I'm going to prepare a little bit for that today and try to accomplish a few things as well. First thing on the agenda, we're going to run to the stone yard, and I'm just going to get a couple tons of number 8 limestone. That's the real small stuff. On a stone driveway, when you have ice, it works really well. It does. You definitely don't want to put salt on a stone driveway, but if you put those number 8s down, it works pretty good. It kind of melts into the ice and gives you some good traction. And then when everything melts, you have a little bit more stone on your driveway. So it works pretty good. All right, I got my load of stone. I called that stuff number 8 limestone, but apparently they call it 1B limestone. But it works really good when you have ice on the ground. I'll show you what it looks like when we get back to the house. All right, just got back to the house. I had some problems with this yesterday. It may just be the controller. I'm not sure. But what happened was I went and dumped a load of firewood at a customer's place. And when I went to put the bed down, it wouldn't power down, okay? And it just kind of gravity itself down, and I lost a lot of hydraulic oil out of the reservoir, came out of the breather. So I need to put some hydraulic oil in it and see if it dumps and see if it powers down, check some of my connections, see what happens. This is what that 1B limestone looks like. Like I said, you get a bunch of ice, you can put that down on your driveway, just sprinkled on real easy. And when everything melts, you got more stone on your driveway. But you want to use stone like this. Stone is crushed and it has sharp edges, where gravel, like pea gravel, is rounded. But these sharp edges give you traction, and they kind of stick into the ice. So let's see what happens here. Going up's working great. Needs a little charge in it. I'm going to plug it in when I'm done. So last night what happened, I went to power down and the pump wasn't running. And I didn't realize it at the time, but as I lowered it down, it was pushing hydraulic oil out of the breather. So we're going to try it now. But I think I may have had the simplest, easiest fix in history. We'll see. It works great. I know what the problem was. Can't believe I didn't see it sooner. I'll show you here in a second. Everything is totally fine. When I pulled this out of the box this time, I noticed that this was just a little bit loose right here where the controller threads on to that cable. It was about like that. Just a little bit loose from all those times of pulling it in and out of that box. So before I used it, all I did was tighten that back up. That's what it was. That was just a little bit loose. All right, I just dropped off the dump trailer. I am fully prepared for an ice storm, so you know what that means. It's not gonna happen. All right, next up, I'm headed down to the wood yard. I need to split up some bundle firewood. I've got somebody coming tomorrow to pick up several bundles, so we'll get that going. What I'm doing here is this. Every time I come down to get some firewood for up at HQ, I just kind of throw over the nice straight pieces on the split force here, and then every once in a while I'll resplit them into that. This will make some really nice bundles. Maple, cherry, and just a little bit of oak, split nice and small. Beautiful stuff. So I was just thinking, we had that cold snap there where it got really cold, down to about 15 below in the mornings. And after a couple weeks, you get kind of acclimated to it, and it doesn't bother you much. You know, it might be 10 or 15 degrees in the afternoon. You can be down here in just a hoodie, no problem at all. The other day, it got up to about 55 degrees. And it was just beautiful, warm, everything was thawing out, and that went away, and you are instantly cold again. It's like 26 out right now, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of cold right now. But the older I get, I've said it before, the colder I get. Never really bothered me before, and I mean, it doesn't stop me, but you just reward yourself to do what you need to do, because you know when you're done, you can go get warm by the wood stove. Another thing, Melissa and I were talking about this last night. I have always edited my videos real early in the morning. And lately, you know, it's staying light a little bit later, but it's still dark by 5:30. And lately I've been trying to edit in the evenings, and my reward is, once I get done editing a video, like an average video probably takes me a minimum of 2 hours. So I say to myself, when I get this done, I'm going to reward myself by going to bed. I like going to sleep at night. One of my favorite times of the day. I like really every part of the day, but there's nothing like putting that head down on the pillow after a long day, being out in the cold, and just that minute before you fall asleep. I go out like a light. You know what I mean? It's like you just flip a switch. And that's my reward to myself by editing in the evening. So you can just do stuff out here all day, edit, go to sleep. I love it. So that was the perfect size log for what I needed. These are all 6 inches wide here, 4 inches wide here, 3/4 by 4, 3/4 by 6. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 1 by 4s, 4 1 by 6s, 4 2 by 4s, and 4 2 by 6s. I will add this to that pile over there, and I'll take that up to the building. And tomorrow, yeah, if it's rainy or freezing rain or whatever, I'm going to start building a little wood shed, a little firewood stand, and I'll be doing that inside under roof in the warmth. Right now I'm going to take this up. I'll come back down later on and get that lumber. By the way, this mule is not mine. That is Levi's Kawasaki mule, and that's my trailer. But these are actually really nice. I like the setup. You can fold the seat down and make the bed a little bit bigger, so you still have a 6-seater, yet if you want the bed bigger, you can do that as well. So I am all set for the ice storm if it happens, and I'll show you why. I got just a few bundles to make, maybe 10 or 12 if that. But more importantly, I brought the mini skid up with this lumber, and tomorrow I'll be able to start building a roadside stand. Also need a wood shed for down at the cabin, one for off the patio here, all kind of stuff. So when the weather's nasty outside, I plan on being in here doing something. But this wood bundler, this is a WB 120. This is like the Cadillac of firewood bundlers. Yeah, WB 120. I have a foot pedal for this. It's over in the garage at the house, so I'll have to get that. But yeah, it works really well. Really well thought out. Even has like a lifting eye on it. And then it has a handle. It's got wheels on the back. So this handle you can shove in when it's not in use. Gotta loosen this a little bit. That'll go in, or you can pull it out, pick it up to roll it around, move it out of the way. Yeah, this is a real deal right here. When I'm making these bundles, there's kind of a method to it, at least the way I do it. I'll show you what that is. These small pieces probably take 10 or 12 pieces, but I try to keep it like the sides as flat as possible, right? And then just kind of pack it in there. This is where, like I said, I go through that wood down there, pick out the nicer, straighter stuff, and it's just a, makes a nice looking bundle. You know what I mean? It's pleasing to the eye. And this is actually my worst one. Oh yeah. And then you always need a couple little skinny pieces. This might work. That's a nice bundle. You can also, set it to how many wraps you want it to make. I had it on 3, but I just switched it to 4. It'll stop right about here. I am currently cleaning some ash out of the wood stove. Not the most glamorous part of owning a wood stove, but it is just part of it. It was real hot in here yesterday, and I just kind of let the fire go out last night. But as you can probably see, there's still some hot coals in here, but I was burning a lot of maple lately. It's a soft maple. It makes more ash. I don't take it all out. I take a good bit of it out and just kind of spread it around. And we'll get the fire ripping again. But it is a miserable day out there today. We're in the midst of an ice storm. It's not good, but I have seen much worse. We're going to get the fire going, and then we'll head out, take care of that ice. And when I come back in, we'll have a rip-roaring fire here. And by the way, fire starter, we're going to have some fun here in a couple weeks. Next time we put it on the website, we have a bunch ready. We're going to do the golden ticket. I'll explain all that later, but that should be pretty good. So I'll show you the current situation out here. I got the tractor warmed up. Got to watch I don't fall here. Concrete's pretty icy, but it's actually just a little bit slushy, so it's not horrible. And the ice is already kind of melting off the trees. I've seen it much worse, but the problem is our driveway. The main roads are in good shape. They've been salting them all night, but the driveway, that's all ice. Everything you see that's kind of shiny, whoa, all the way down. And the concern is, that's why I have the gate open, in case someone goes to leave, they get to the gate quicker than it opens. That's what I don't want to happen. And I also want to take care of this area in here, walking from the house over to the building. Hunter, he just kind of takes off. One time, the deck coming off the house was real icy. So I'm like, Hunter, just hold on, slow down. And I am holding his hand and walking him down the steps because, like I said, he'll just take off. I was afraid he would fall. Well, we made it off of the first level onto the second level. And then I think there's 6 or 7 more steps to the bottom, 6 more. And my feet went out from under me. I just let go of Hunter's hand and I hit every step on the way down. Boom, 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 boom. And I turn around and Hunter's just looking at me like, what's wrong with you? So I went back up, made sure he got down. But ice is just one of those things. It's snow's much better to have. But like I always say, just be prepared and not scared. right, that worked out really good. Don't have to worry about falling down here. That only took about 2.5 buckets. to do the whole driveway in this section right here. And once everything melts off, you just have a little bit more stone on the driveway. Works out great. I have a spreader for the back of the tractor, and that would spread that stone very well. Too good, actually, because it would throw it out about 50 feet in each direction, which is why I just used the bucket on the tractor to sprinkle it on. Some days are just made to stay inside, and I think this is one of those days. All right, so what I was saying earlier, next time we have fire starter available, Hannah is currently working on a golden ticket. And what we'll do, let's see, we've got the boxes of 10, boxes of 5, 2 for 25, and the 4-pounders. I will randomly put a golden ticket in each package because Levi does the shipping, and I'll put it in a package while he's printing labels, so he won't know and I won't know who it's going to go to. But if you buy the fire starter, get the golden ticket, you will be able to email us with a code on the golden ticket, and you will get a box of 5, box of 5 fire starter, a hat, a license plate, and a couple stickers. So it's actually quite a bit. That would be pretty nice and kind of fun. We got this idea from The Office. That was a great episode, the golden ticket episode, one of my favorites. So we are not going to offer 50% off or 10%. What did Michael Scott do? 10% off, and it didn't say 1 per customer. It was a great show. But anyway, that'll be coming up in a couple weeks, and we'll keep you posted on that. Before I wrap this up, I wanted to mention, if you are a subscriber to our channel, double check, make sure you're still subscribed. I never say this, but hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know how things are in your part of the world, and share these videos with your friends. I would appreciate it. I think that's about it, and we will catch you on the next one.